Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. Even as vaccines for COVID-19 become more readily available, at-home and rapid COVID-19 tests do remain popular.
And despite the convenience, some are saying they might actually set you back in the long run. We have the details on how in our top story at 6.
Many factors go into COVID testing, and if just a few things aren't done correctly, it could jeopardize the test you took overall. One issue facing people right now is whether or not to use rapid testing. The question is the test accurate enough?
You know, I'm kind of mixed on it, honestly. My neighbor got it, and he got a rapid test, and his came back positive, and it was right. But then, you know, I've heard some mixed reviews on it, too, so I guess I'm not totally sure. So, personally, I'd probably want to get the rapid one if I could and get the one that takes a while to, you know, just get more information.
Another person I talked with says he doesn't find the test to be very accurate after showing no antibodies 2 months after testing positive.
I mean, seems like it was false positive. I mean, it's a good idea to get a quick test, but I mean, it's not necessary to be 100% right. Cannot rely rapid test of COVID-19.
Health professionals say the accuracy of any test depends on the quality of the sample.
So I do feel that as long as you're getting a good sample, you're getting an accurate result.
Mark Schutze, a lab supervisor at Unity Point Health St. Luke's, adds one issue with at-home testing. The person who's taking the test might not administer it properly.
The hardest part for at-home testing is to make sure that you get a really good sample. It's really hard to stick that swab as far up as it really needs to go. It's hard to inflict that upon yourself.
Schutze says if you test positive for a rapid test and then negative for the antibody test, you should take another rapid test just to be sure. Mark Schutze advises to get tested for COVID about 3 days after you feel symptoms. Getting tested right away could lead to inaccurate results.
All right, thanks for that, Mallory. Meanwhile, high school students and staff in the South Sioux City School District will soon be back in the classroom full-time. When students return on February 1st, it will mark the first time this school year that those high schoolers have received instruction full-time in the classroom. After monitoring trends like student attendance and positivity rates, Principal Ashley Odell says that now is the optimal time to bring students back.
I think that a lot of the safety measures that we've had in place are working to make us able to even have half the students in the building at a time. And then we believe that we can bring back everybody fully and very, very safely. We're not gonna, that's always been the priority.
Masks and social distancing will be continuing to be part of the daily plan. Parent-teacher conferences are also now scheduled. They're set for February 3rd. Here's the latest COVID-19 numbers from here in Siouxland, with Woodbury County health officials reporting just 10 new cases in the past 24 hours. There are 30 patients currently being treated at local hospitals for COVID-19 symptoms.
In Nebraska, Dakota County with 18 new positive tests today for a total of more than 3,400 confirmed cases. And in South Dakota, Union County reports 36 total deaths as well as more than 180 active cases of the virus. Emergency crews called to a gas leak in downtown Sioux City after a pickup truck crashed into a business. That call coming in around 3 this afternoon for a gas leak at the 600 block of Pearl Street. A pickup ran into the sidewalk and damaged several buildings, colliding with Maya Modification. Mid-American Energy checked on the gas leak and allowed the owners of that tattoo parlor to go back inside. That was the business hit. Now, authorities report no injuries from the incident, but it is still under investigation tonight. Let's join meteorologist Marcus Beasley now for a look at what's ahead this week. And Tim, we got to see the sun today.
The sun today, but there's another S word apparently coming up, Marcus. Is that true?
That's right. We might see a few snowflakes overnight tonight. I'm really not expecting too much, just a few flakes flying, maybe a dusting to a half-inch of snow accumulating on the grassy surfaces tonight. For the most part, I'm really not too worried about it. 37 degrees was our high temperature today. Again, we had plenty of sunshine today, so warming up nicely here in Sioux City. 36 in Yankton, 32 in Lamar, so a little cooler to the north, and 27 in Storm Lake there to the east of us. Forecast lows tonight, they will drop down into the upper teens and lower 20s throughout Siouxland. Again, looking mostly cloudy tonight. We might see a few snowflakes fly. They will be scattered, and any snow that falls will be on the lighter side of things, but that is a possibility tonight. It does look like some warmer days are ahead. I'll have details on that in the 9 on 9 forecast. Sophie?
Thanks, Marcus. Security getting tighter by the day leading up to this week's inauguration, but that will not keep 2 members of South Dakota's delegation from attending the historic event. South Dakota's senior senator says his wife will be in town for that ceremony.
The inaugural itself is something we'll participate in. It's something that's important in terms of our country's history, our democracy, that transition of power.
South Dakota Congressman Dusty Johnson has also said he will attend inauguration. At last report, staff for Senator Mike Rounds said he is unlikely to attend the event because of logistical challenges.
Iowa State representatives from here in Siouxland are speaking out after someone associated with the Iowa House of Representatives tested positive for COVID-19. In an email, the House chief clerk tells lawmakers the person, who has not been identified, was last in the building Wednesday of last week and tested positive on Friday. The email states that the person was wearing a face covering at all times. However, face masks are not required inside the State House. That's something that 14th District Representative Steve Hansen says will soon be up for discussion.
We're going to have a rules debate on that, and I'm hopeful that logic will enter into the fray, but quite frankly, I'll be surprised if there's a mask mandate for the House.
And we'll have further reaction from local representatives on that situation coming up tonight at 10.
The advocacy group called Iowa Safe Schools tonight, asking lawmakers to focus on issues that are harmful to Iowa's LGBTQ youth. Group's public policy and communications director, Damian Thompson, says their biggest priority tonight is to try and ban conversion therapy statewide. Thompson says conversion therapy is a barbaric practice in which people try to change someone's sexual orientation or their gender identity. This could include things like electroshock therapy and other forms of abuse. Thompson says that conversion therapy is an issue that is currently plaguing the entire state.
A lot of people think it happens in rural Iowa, which it does, but also it's happening in urban areas, even in the central Iowa area here. Folks are either doing it here or they're sending their children off to unknown places to have them victimized by it. So all of our issues are really universal to the state of Iowa, which is why we need to get it done this year.
This bill to ban conversion therapy passes this legislative session. Iowa would be the only second state in the country to do so in a Republican-controlled legislature.
The country this evening observing Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and some are saying this holiday has extra meaning this year after Raphael Warnock became Georgia's first black senator. And it comes days before America's first woman of color is sworn in as vice president. Sioux City's NAACP president telling us today that he hopes people can put political opinions aside and come together in unity. He also says he hopes people take time today to practice inclusiveness and acceptance.
If we can put aside any differences, any divisiveness today, let's do it today. And I believe that if we can do it today, then we can do it tomorrow. And then we can just be like wildfire and keep it going.
And if you're looking for a way to participate in this holiday, you can do so online tonight. The First Congregational Church will be honoring Reverend Martin Luther King with a live stream celebration that is set for 7 o'clock tonight. Well, local hospice in Sioux City is currently holding their first ever clothing drive.
That's right. Care Initiatives Hospice has partnered up with 4 other local nonprofits and businesses to collect some new or gently used coats, new hats, mittens, scarves, and gloves. A representative with Care Initiatives Hospice says they have coats for older children, but tonight they're in need of the smaller sized coats for the younger ones. For more on how to donate, you can visit our website right now, SiouxlandProud.com, or click on this story on the KCAU 9 News app. Well, random acts of kindness can go a long way, and they don't necessarily have to be a grand gesture.
Why a kind couple is performing random acts of pizza, that's still to come.
And it looks like tonight we could see some light snow showers out there. We'll have a midweek warm up, and then the weekend it looks like things will cool off again. Details on all of that after the break.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, meteorologist Marcus Beasley, and sports director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
Next week looks like it will be colder and below average. Tim and Sophie?
Yeah, for the meantime, though, Marcus, nice afternoon. Take those upper 30s, low 40s.
I will, as long as I see the sun. I actually don't really care about the temperature.
Yeah,
it just makes
good.
me happy. Well, it's hard to find someone that doesn't like pizza. The only thing people might like more is a free pizza.
True. What led to a couple giving away the gift of pizza to those in their community? We'll explain why they did it next. Well, a couple from Maryland is serving up some smiles in their community by creating custom pizzas for all those affected by COVID-19.
I need pizza for dinner
Sounds
now.
good.
Christine Matino shows us how the couple spreads cheer by giving out what they call random acts of pizza.
On a typical Friday night, you may find Christina and Mike Hoffman making pizzas at their home in Alexandria. But when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, yeast and flour were in short supply. So the couple took a trip to Restaurant Depot.
They had a 55-pound bag of pizza flour that, he was so excited about.
With more flour than the couple knew what to do with, they decided to make pizzas to give to others. It started as a meal exchange between neighbors, but the Hoffmans expanded their outreach, making pizzas for teachers, frontline workers, and first responders.
Everybody's really liked it. They've given us a lot of feedback that they really enjoy the pizza.
The couple named their service Random Acts of Pizza. They made a Facebook page to allow others to nominate community members who deserved a slice.
We kind of know people, but then we've had people submit nominations, and then we'll be like, oh yeah, let's make pizza for them.
The couple created a menu so those that receive a pizza can pick their toppings. But no worries, they also take custom orders.
When she created the Facebook page, we put the menu on there so folks can just use that as a reference.
And their pizzas have become the talk of the town, with neighbors asking if they can purchase the pies. But instead, the Hoffmans are asking for donations for local charities.
What we had thought about was, let's find a charity that we could say, if you'd like to order pizzas, please make a donation to this charity.
The Hoffmans don't plan to stop their pizza production anytime soon, and they hope the nominations keep on coming.
Anything that we could do to help make people smile, feel better, get through it a little bit easier. We like doing it. It makes us feel good.
Yeah. Reporting in Alexandria, Christy Matino.
With pizza.
I was going to say, that was pretty perfect. Well, Iowa State snapped one team's long winning streak Saturday.
That's right, but was it enough to get the Cyclones back into the top 25? Jake has the answer to that next in sports.